Rashtak, Malavik. You brace yourselves as you hear noises moving in the trees above this elf head carved boulder on top of this hill. Rashtak, you are gathering these flowers of this strange plant to be used in a salve to help with Arcelia's horrible allergy. You hear movement above. Both of you, please make a stealth check.
I love when it closes on me.
I got a 16.
God. Sorry, the window closed on me. No, it's being a boo-boo. Alright. Come on. Feel free to roll for me. No, I was working. Sorry. It's giving me issues. Alright. A stealth check.
Okay. Okay. Please do me a favor. Select your tokens, or drag your tokens in where you think they might be, everyone. And please roll initiative. Arashtak and Malavik, you have your stealth rolls here as your initiative. So you can just roll initiative just to add your token if you want and change the number to your stealth roll that you've made.
Okay.
No. Okay. I'm not applying any bonuses to mine, or am I?
Bonuses have already been applied in your stealth roll. Oh, you get extra bonuses because of your
on
bullshit.
Initiative, yeah.
Okay. Then yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll change that to a 21.
Okay. Everyone else at camp, I imagine you're probably somewhere down to the south there by the tree. You can drag your tokens in and select them and roll initiative, please.
And is this a perception or a stealth?
This will be a perception-based, yes, for you.
Very good. Mine did not go through.
Well,
I have my token selected.
try it again, but you still keep that number, unfortunately.
No, I first rolled the 14.
Oh, the 14, then yes.
This is the third time I'm rolling. It's not popping up. Uh-huh. Is there a way perhaps to remove the token and then I'll have you reapply maybe?
You are rolling perception, not actually initiative.
I'm an idiot. You are correct. And that is a 14, so let me go ahead and pop that back in.
Alrighty. Ooh, okay.
I'll be shocked.
Okay, unfortunately for you, these creatures have noticed you while you were quietly talking to each other, Malavik and Arashtak. And they don't look so wonderful. These creatures kind of look like a cross between a mountain lion and a house cat and a creature covered in horrific boils. That's the only way to really describe it. I'll just make this creature a little bit bigger for the stream here, just so that you can see.
Oh. Oh.
Kind of has part of a snake head sort of thing going on. And it will begin by doing something not so great. Let's see here. Oh no, I closed the window. Never close the window. It's always a bad idea.
That means
Never
they're gone now,
update
yes.
the window.
Not quite.
If you click on the token and you alt double click it, it opens the character sheet for it.
The window is just having problems loading again, though.
Yeah, I was having problems when I was coming in.
I'm gonna have to just refresh here. Sorry, folks.
Oh no.
Okay, refresh worked. All right. So, you see these creatures sort of moving about in the trees now, Arashtak and Malavik, and they will start leaping around on the limbs of these trees and will leap down towards the top of this elf carved boulder, and as it lands, it will then try to bite you, Arashtak, from on top of this boulder. Ooh, that's a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, no, most anything will hit me.
Yeah. That's for 6 piercing damage, and unfortunately, please make a fortitude save.
All right. 22.
Hey, that's great. That's super good.
Good.
You definitely felt some kind of venom in its bite there, Arashtak. It was not pleasant. Maybe you saw some bubbling by the bite as it sinks in its fangs into you, which are very snake-like. And then with its next action, it will... yeah, I think it's gonna bite again. That is a miss. It's a 9.
Thankfully. All right.
Okay. There is another one that leaps to the ground in the distance and will then begin to run its way over here. Going to use the entirety of its turn to do that.
Oh, is that one smaller than the other one? You said little.
Yeah, they're actually both small, technically. I just, when I increased the size to show the token, the creature just stayed that big.
Okay.
Okay. That is it for their turns. Arcelia, you are looking up on the hill maybe as camp is being set up, and you notice something going down. You hear some that's cat in the middle of the night kind of sound, that kind of noise, and some hissing as you see Arashtak being surrounded by these small creatures.
I drop the tent pieces that I was trying to help construct. Shit, I think something's happening. And immediately I start to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. For my last action, as I dash over there, I try to get a good look of this creature up on the rock.
Do me a favor first. Give me an athletics check.
Yes.
Because that was a hill that you ran up. If you roll well enough, I'll say that there's no difficult terrain. It is a hill.
Gotcha.
It's not like rocky or anything.
Yes.
But
Okay. All right.
Might make this take your whole turn.
We're a muscle mommy. We're used to doing this. Big number. Wow.
Oh!
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, amazing. Still have that last action then.
As I charge forward, I would like to use my last action to exploit vulnerability. Please enjoy the wall of text and esoteric roll. It's a 24 against its standard DC.
I believe that is a success. Let me just double check. Okay. Yes, that is a success.
Okay. And then that will activate my personal antithesis. So I'll be able to do a little more damage when I hit it. But that will be the end of my turn.
I will mark this with a green token. All right. Alwick.
A rage, and then I'll go for the cat that's next to a Rostock.
Okay.
I'm going to swing my great sword at it.
All right. Are you attacking the one on the boulder or the one that is right next to you and Arashta?
This one. Not as a crit.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. You.
And it takes
slice.
fire damage on top of it.
Oh, how much?
It's already added in this 4.
Okay. It's already added in.
It is?
I put the +4 on there.
Ah, +4. I thought you said 5 extra. My mistake.
Okay. Alrighty. And we do double damage on crits. Very nice. You slice deeply into this creature, and splatter blood everywhere. The creature's a bit shocked by the attack, but it does manage to stay up.
Yes. And then I will attack again. Because moving is an action. So, actually, yes, that's what I can do. 16.
That is a miss. This thing is small and kind of hard to hit. You caught it off guard at first with the speed of your swing, but the second attack just misses, and you connect with some of the branches and tree to the side.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Haroon.
I too will bully the cat. I will use my first movement, my first action to move to here. To within 25 feet of the thing. Towards within 20 feet of the thing, rather. This one.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me.
An athletics check?
Yep. Just because you're running up the hill. Okay. A 12 will do it. You managed to make it up the hill. It's a bit steeper than you were anticipating, but you do make it up the hill without any issues.
I have the low ground. I will attack the cat that's on the rock.
Okay. You throw a lesser dread ampule. You launch the thing and it spreads out this mysterious blackish smoke sort of spreads out, sort of expanding and contracting in various places, and it just managed to catch a little bit of the splash damage.
All right. That's fine. I've scared the cat for you. And I will use my final action to take cover.
Okie dokie.
That's my turn.
It's going to be very minimal cover where you are, but that can be done. Rashtak.
Yes. I'm not liking where I am. So I'm going to move. Now, when I put my token, it put me in the middle of these two. I'll lean on your judgment as to where I actually am square-wise, because that does change things. Am I up on the boulder or am I here? I can't remember if you said the boulder was where the flowers were growing,
I think,
or if it was at the bottom of the boulder.
It's right at the bottom. So like you'd be to the left, I think.
Okay, so I would be here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Let's see then. Knowing it might actually cause a problem, I'm still going to do it because I need to. I am moving with first my action there. I know what you're looking for. I knew what would happen potentially, that's why I'm waiting.
Uh-huh. Do need to check because I feel like these guys.
I know, yeah, that's why I
to
figured
add
for
it to
tiny
the
little
sheet.
quick things.
Yeah, I think I forgot to add it to their sheet, so I'm just double checking.
Oh, it must be they don't have it, right? If it's not on the sheet, it doesn't exist. I've heard that before.
Okay, let's double check here. Nope, you're all good.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well then, this cone attack will be perfect here.
Yeah. Did Arcelia and Malavik as well?
No, actually, I just looked it up. Cone attack from the front of me will go here and here.
Okay. As you do
So-
a bone spray?
I have not used this spell yet, but yes, I do. Now, here's the thing. It's a reflex save, so ignore that attack. There is no attack roll that shouldn't be there, but they need to make a basic reflex of 18.
There you go.
Okay. Well then, I believe, does that still hit them then? I can't remember. It's make it break it, yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
all right.
You do not succeed, is what I'm getting at. That is a fail for you.
Yes. That's fine. Well, regardless, one, I don't know why I listed poison. That is not poison. It is just piercing attack. But they take bleed. They are taking persistent bleed, each of them one. And they take 5, I believe, 5 damage.
That happens
It's
even on a
basic.
fail?
Yes, basic is half damage on a reflex.
Okay. I will just nod my head and agree.
I'm pretty sure. Yep, success is half.
For the entirety of the damage?
They take half of the damage, yes.
Okay.
And they will still take the persistent.
Alrighty. I don't have a sound effect for this, but it just sounds like a bunch of bones, I guess.
Oh yes, they grow out of my hand and I fling them at them.
Thank God it's your hand. All right.
Wait, what do you mean? Ooh, never mind.
Okay.
I mean, they could come out of his nose. It's arguably horrific.
All right. The bones begin to shoot out like missiles from your hand, and you will deal some damage here. Okay, I will roll for this one as well. That's for the top one. This is for the bottom one. Okay. critical save.
I believe that is nothing.
Okay. The top one, how do you kill?
Bones begin to pierce into it, through it, into its jug. Every little vital point it had left after it being almost, cut in half. Peppering it with bones.
Is eviscerated. Just this horrible, pulpy mess. This basically a red mist is left of this creature as it just kind of falls to the ground, a red pulpy heap. Anything else in your turn?
Rastak. Good.
No, that is everything I can do.
Okie doke. Yara.
Very good. Oh, God damn it, why does it have to be a hill? I'll gather my skirts and I will be running up the hill trying to make it towards 25 feet from here.
Yes.
God damn it! Oh. And I will be trying to move 25 feet to that point at which I just placed myself.
Why did I wear heels in the jungle?
Now, with that being said, do I have to roll any sort of athletics check for this, since you made the others?
Yes.
Right. 19.
That'll do.
Very good. Oh! Oh! What did you do to that thing? Ugh! And I will go ahead and I will cast my hand over the rapier and I will summon forth the needle darts floating above my hand in this blue energy, and I will send them forth towards the one that is near Arcelia on top of the rock. And that is a 12 to hit. So I assume that does not hit.
You just see all these needles begin to ding, 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 on the boulder nearby, Arcelia.
Sorry, Arcelia!
That was a close one.
And that is my turn.
Okay. This creature known as a Dessa will now do something nasty. It will leap down here. And you begin to see gas begin to pop from these horrible blisters on its on its skin. And as it makes contact with the oxygen in the air, it lets loose a fire blast. And I need... Oh! It's just an automatic hit. There's no roll. Wow. Okay. I just make a roll for the damage.
Do we get a reflex or anything?
Nope. It's just within 5 feet of it. Just double check.
Karun and I sitting in the back, filing our nails.
Yep. Nope. There's no roll or anything. This is just straight damage. This is fire damage.
Which one of them do you think will die first?
Okay, so blasting out from these horrible blisters, this blast of fire shoots outward, and I did double check. It's correct.
I actually... Wait.
It's 9 fire damage, by the way.
Okay, that's... Oh, 9 fire damage. I take none. Because I have temporary hit points.
Okay.
So... Good! That's it.
Then it
It
will
won't be him.
rush off. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'll do that stupidly. Okay, it's gonna run south.
No, it's not.
Certainly not.
It runs this way, south, as the fire blasts out from it. It runs down this way. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
As I've been bounding up the hill, I pull out a string that has several feathers tied to it, and I'm wrapping it around the hilt of my spear for my personal antithesis. By the time I get up, the fire washes over me. Ah! Ah! Where did it go? It's gone.
No, it's there.
It did quite run this way, actually.
Are we gonna chase it?
Yes, it might get more.
Oh, shit. And then I start running the way I came. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 5, 10. For my last action, I'll try to hit it with my spear.
Okay. A 12.
12.
Unfortunately, is a miss. You strike out, and you see it just kind of darts to the side as you strike with your spear, charging in. Malevich.
I'll look to my companions and be like, do not worry. I will get it. And I'm going to sudden charge all the way down to this. Past it. And when I go past it, I will strike out. And
Dream
it
just feels
is flat-footed
wind.
as well. Ooh, 14.
Is a miss.
And in
With
frustration,
flat-footed.
I'll swing again. I
Sudden
can't. I'm
charges,
sorry,
yeah,
I
it's
can't.
2 actions.
It's 2 actions. Never mind.
But you strike out with your greatsword and strike the ground nearby as this creature just dodges out of the way of the attacks nimbly, like you're trying to catch a cat. Karun.
Yes. I hate the cat. And I'm alright. I'm going to just wiggle down the hill just like a tiny little bit for my first action. And I will throw another spooky bomb.
Okay, a spooky bomb. That is a lesser dread ampule. A 19 is a hit. You see this smoky black substance begin to wrap around the creature and sort of get like sucked into its ears and nostrils and mouth.
I open up a bag and just hold it at ground level and wait for it to jump into the bag.
Okay. Does it have any other side effects, the lesser dread ampule?
It gives on hit target becomes frightened 1 or frightened 2 on a critical.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, thank you.
Is it scared enough to go into the bag?
Here, kitty.
Trying so hard to get a pet.
I scratch the back of the bag a little bit. It is nice inside.
Come here, boy, little cat. I'll pop them for you. Okay, it is frightened. Frightened 1. Alrighty.
Did it take the splash damage?
It did, yes.
Do we take the splash damage?
No.
No, Karun is
Thankfully.
a bomber alchemist, so no longer. Okay. Is that it for your turn, Karun?
I will also take cover, and that will be my turn.
All right, Arashtak.
Yes. Well, I've done that particular thing, so... Do I wish to? Yes, I think I will. I look like I'm about to ray of frost, but the icicle continues to grow and get bigger and bigger. And no, I won't. I almost wanted to use the hero point, but I'm not going to. And unfortunately, it flies. It's too damn small.
Okay. The icicle begins to grow larger, and you launch it, and it launches and shatters on the ground nearby Malavic's feet.
What are you on?
And then for my final, I cast guidance on Yara.
Thank you, darling.
Just a little blue light. A light's next to her, and there's a little firefly glowing blue.
Okay. Yara,
That's
it is
it.
your turn.
All right. I'll go ahead and I will summon back the needles above my hand, and I will lunge them towards this creature one by one again. And that is a 22 to hit with guidance for 13 points of damage.
Yes, that is a hit. Okay. The needles this time begin to tear into this creature's skin. And it yowls in pain.
Ooh. All right. Well, I suppose I shall pass this one on then, Arashtok, and I will go ahead and I will cast guidance, summoning forth a blue flame, or not flame, particles in my hand, and send them forth towards Arcelia. And she will be hit with the guidance from me, and that is my turn.
Clarifying, it does look like they take 2 persistent bleed from that attack as well.
Okay.
Oh, for a critical success.
It's only critical.
Yes, it says it there.
My mistake.
That would be nice, though.
Yes.
Alrighty. The Dessa will let loose another blast of fire as you chase it. You see more of these blisters begin to gas begins to spread out like spores, and as you can see, as they begin to make contact with the oxygen, little sparks begin to form, and this blast of fire begins to spread outwards, dealing 8 fire damage to Arcelia and Malavic. And it will continue the merry chase, running westward. Arcelia, it's your turn.
The hell? 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20. I run past it and I try to cut it off, and as I swing around, I bring up my spear. 26.
That is a hit.
That will be 10 damage total with my empowered weapon and my personal antithesis.
Very nice. You strike true on this creature as it tries to juke, seeing you rush ahead. It begins to turn the other way, but it does that thing where its feet are sort of scrabbling like on the ground. It can't stop quick enough, and as it's doing so, you stab it with your spear.
That will be the end of my turn.
Malavic.
I'm getting frustrated with this, so I am going to sudden charge again. Make it flat-footed on top of his frightened. 19.
Yes, that is a hit. How do you kill it?
Oh, I'm frustrated at this point. So instead of slashing, I'll go in and while it has its attention on Arcelia, I'll take my sword and I'll stab down into its spine to say, "You'll not run again." And then I'll cleave it into
It falls to the ground, slumped, dead. You're out of combat.
It's not dead, is it?
It's very dead.
I want to start skinning it if possible.
Karun comes over and is just trying to scoop up little bits of it in some vials.
Sure. Malavik, you can make a survival check, and Karun, you can make a crafting
crit
check.
I begin to make my way over towards Yara. Oh, it got me.
Come here, darling. Let me take a look at you. And I will go ahead and I will treat her wound with my assurance at a drain level 7 healing.
I could have tamed it. I think I probably could have tamed it.
Malavik, I would say that you're able to get... They're not very big. You can probably get, like, a ration out of it, I think. And
what about if it's teeth? Or poison sacs or anything of any kind?
So Karun is also trying to harvest some stuff. I think with working together with Karun, you can get some stuff. So I'm going to say you get 1 ration, and you get its teeth, and very little leather. I don't think enough to get like anything significant. I mean, it's probably the size of a bobcat, and you know, you can get enough leather maybe to make something small, and it's covered in these blisters, and you've kind of seen what happens. So with the
how many
assistance,
teeth do I get?
Just if you're looking for the
Just the
fangs,
fangs?
yeah, it's just 2 fangs. It's like a snake, snake fangs.
All right.
Karun, you are able to harvest some of these blisters, which can be used as ingredients for... let's see. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to see what some of the options are for your potential uses, but you do get some of these blisters. It will be some kind of... it will either be fire-related or poison-related. We'll see.
Either one's pretty good.
As Yara is tending to my wounds, I look over my shoulder. Arashtak, are you all right?
Yes, I am all right now. As you would see, wounds begin to close themselves up. I've gone back to collecting more of the flowers.
Okay.
I look over at Malefic's meat. I'm just like, I'm not eating that.
Good. It's not enough to spread on the party. I want to do it for. I want to use it for something else.
Good. It smells.
Don't we all? And I'll stand up and shake it violently in front of her. God whack. And I'll walk off and I'll start looking at the cuts, or not the burns, and I'll start to peel at the flesh that's been burned to get to the raw underskin, and I'll start ripping leaves off bushes and plying into it.
What are you doing?
I've been burned.
So you put leaves on it?
It's
Well,
not a
first-
bad idea.
First, I pulled off the burnt parts,
Oh,
and these leaves will cover whatever lacerations that are left. Do you have anything better?
Yara, I can finish up these bandages if you want to go see to him.
yes. How about we get back to camp and I see to your burns, Malavik, in a way that's a little more permanent, yes?
And he'll walk off.
Very good.
The other cat has been decimated.
This one was obliterated pretty badly.
It's fine if it is.
Yeah, you can
No
make
worries.
another survival check though. See what you get.
Okay. 11.
Nah.
Yeah, I just kind of take my hand and claw through the flesh and whatever else is there, and start to see bubbling effects, and I'll just kind of. I will, like
You
a
want-
frowning baby, walk
You
back
want
to
me to
camp.
come take a look at that for you?
It's all. There's nothing left but bubbling mass. So if that's something you want,
Bubbling mass is my specialty. I'll be right there. I would like to also do this and perhaps help.
Sure. Make a crafting check. Okay. So these creatures essentially have like a gland that is creating this gas that is being released in contact with the air. And I think that's kind of what you were able to harvest from the first one, and you find this similar sort of sac in its by its intestines or something.
So what you want is to look for the sack. It looks like this, and it's all goopy. So you want to clear off some of the goop and don't ignite it until you're ready for it to explode.
interesting. I will leave that to your expertise.
You could have it. I have one already. You want this one?
What am I
Good.
to do with this?
I don't know. You wanted it.
No, it is fine.
Right,
You can
more
have the
sack
sack
for me.
yourself. Indeed.
As
Dorian
the
just lightly smells it, puts it in a pocket for later.
I'll move towards Arashtak and stoop down, grunting, and try to pick flowers.
No, I'll get it. They're delicate, and I do not. I'd rather make sure that we have some that are. You're wounded. That is what I'm trying to say delicately.
All right, I'll leave it to you. I'll just
Oh,
stand here.
how many flowers are there?
So there are 2.
Oh, only? All right.
I'll look
I
at
would
her.
get both of them. Mm-hmm. Yes? As I'm reaching for the second.
I do not see any more of these flowers around here. Do you think it's smart to take away from nature all that is given?
Flowers bloom. I am making sure they are delicately picked so they may bloom again.
Are the roots still valid? Are they there?
Yes, it is a vine. Trust me, the flowers will eventually wilt and fade soon. Taking them now to make a poultice or salve is wise. We will have spares as a result.
This is good, and I do trust your judgment, but I was worried that the roots may be damaged or from the fire and the gas that was happening around here.
That would be something I could not control regardless. It would be better to take both flowers in case.
Maybe you can roll the soil over.
Perhaps I'll look into. I get both flowers and do try to see if I can help this plant if it needs it.
Okay. You were doing nature checks last week. So I think you have no problem harvesting the bits that you need, keeping the plant alive, and allowing to grow further. Without knowing too much about this planet's like ecosystem and whatnot, it's very possible that these cats might have some kind of an effect on some of the local flora that causes these plants to grow.
Ah, like a volcanic residue sort of thing. Yes.
Like
Looking
plants need
over
certain
more.
pH and stuff to
Yes.
grow, and soil conditions and stuff like that. It's very possible that, like, you know, their excretions or what have you will potentially help the certain flora in this area.
I'll make a nature check to confirm that. Because if so, then what I would do is take some of this bile that has been left over and mix it into the soil around the plant to help it.
Sure. Get a nature check.
And at 20.
Yeah. So you recognize this and you do it.
Yep.
And you are able to do it easily. It will. You are very confident of the fact that it will work like fertilizer and it will probably help many more of these plants grow in the future.
Rashtak, what are you doing to the dirt?
Changing the composition of the soil. These cat things are beneficial and vital to the environment. Their excretions actually help the soil. These plants will likely grow more and more strongly and bloom more in the next cultivation cycle.
Oh. That's good to know.
You
I'll
see
just put my
evidence,
hand.
I think, of probably some of the pollen from these flowers on like parts of the cats, like as they were, taking care of them. It's obvious that they're like part of a chain.
I will take my hand and put it on Rashtak's shoulder in a pat, in an improvement, not any negative way. Then stand and start making my way back to camp.
Good. Well, this is what we need. We should get back.
While
I
Malvik
could-
goes to pass me, I will go ahead and I will cast a 2-action heal on him from afar. And that should give him 5 + 8, so that would be 13 points of healing. You would feel your burn start to soothe and disappear.
I will give you a side eye and a small smirk and a
My hand
nod.
would be glowing golden as well.
And I think I will remove the leaves and throw them to the ground and keep walking to camp.
As Rashtak and I finish up here, I will pull out my notebook and begin to ask some mundane questions about what he is doing with the dirt and the plant. Just making a log.
I'd give you a far more extensive dialogue on everything you'd ever want on like pH balance and acids versus bases, and making sure that the soil is well aerated and cultivated. The proper root growth. The soil doesn't get root rot if there's too much water, if there's not enough aeration.
I drink up all the details. Oh, this will be wonderful for my book.
Really? Oh. Well, I'm more than happy to talk about plants whenever you wish.
All right, I will take you up on that.
And once they're secured, I also make my way back to this camp they've set up.
I follow.
Oh, I'd probably have you lead as it is dark and I cannot see.
I hold your hand. I lead you through the darkness.
Okay. Heading back to camp, we begin to settle in. Is anybody doing anything else?
Resting.
Taking
Going
my
to sleep.
armor off and preparing for bed.
Yeah, I am in loin. That is it. And I will be scarfing down a ration. And without a word to anyone, I am asleep.
I will take first watch.
This Does anyone need any healing before I knock out?
Go to sleep, Yara. We'll wake you when needed.
And I will pass the fuck out.
Are you safe to take watch?
Yes, I can go over my notes of what I've taken tonight and the path so far. Interesting creatures here.
That's a very interesting planet, that is for sure.
I hope we can get back soon. Do you mind dousing me before you turn in? The
I
itching
can
is...
do that, yes.
Thanks.
And cold water splashes down upon your head.
Refreshing.
That is its purpose. All right, I will turn in. Wake me when you are done.
Sleep deeply, my friend. Nethys, watch over you.
I put my bedroll next to Arcelia and rest.
Okay. I have to use this really shitty sound effect that I have because I used to use it all the time for everything.
Thank you.
For the dousing.
That's perfect.
I had to find it. It was still so late. So
It's like a sad water balloon.
It is. You are left to take the first watch as everyone passes out from an exhausting journey out here. How do you feel right now, Arcelia?
Itchy. Beyond that, this is it's becoming somewhat of a mental burden. It's hard to think, hard to focus, but there is hope inside of me. We have the cure, it's just a matter of getting back. And I try to keep my hands busy, writing notes, doing a little sketch of this flower we found. Maybe even a sketch as close to the Dessa as I can.
These people traveled through a very dangerous jungle to get you here, to get you what you need.
I look over at them, especially Malevich. Though new to me, I trust my companions beyond anything, and they have vouched for him. And in the little time that I've spent in his presence, he has proven valuable and worthy of our trust. So I watch them with soft eyes. And I hope that they dream sweetly tonight.
Everybody, please make a will save for me. Need one from Karoon as well.
I'm trying. Oh, there it is.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, hang on a sec. I'm going to use a hero point for that. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, that's double natural ones for our podcast listener.
It's out of the
How?
way now. It's out of the way now.
How?
Okay.
Better now than in a fight.
So, as people drift off to sleep, Arcelia, you are on watch. You notice that Malevich, Arashtak, and Karoon are very restless over your watch. They're having a very bad time sleeping.
I will stand up and look around. Perhaps they might be detecting something I don't.
Please make a perception check.
Wow.
Another natural one.
No,
3 in a row.
I'm using a hero point. What? 24.
Okay. Something's wrong, clearly, Arcelia. They're quite violent in the way that they're sleeping. They look like they're having some kind of night terror.
I will carefully step towards them, trying to stand in the middle of the three.
No.
Shit. I will wake them.
You try to wake them, and they do not wake.
No.
Shit. I slap Barashtak.
Rashtak does not wake.
I wake Yara. Yara. I'm sorry to disturb you. Something is wrong.
What is happening?
They will not wake.
No.
They're having some kind of terrible dream. I slapped Barashtak. He did not wake.
I see.
Stay away. No.
I will attempt perhaps to use a rousing splash on Rashtok as well.
Okay?
Water will come out. I'll open up my canteen and it'll come out and I will splash him on the forehead with it.
Rashtak, please make a will save for me.
Rashtok, darling.
You wake up.
Are you all right?
No.
I don't. Where? What?
Something.
One moment, and I will attempt the same on Malavik.
Okay. Malavik, please make a will save.
No.
Malavik does not wake.
Shit.
What is happening?
They're not waking. Something is haunting them, keeping them asleep. I slapped you and it didn't work.
What?
And Karun now as well.
Karun, please make a will save. Karun, you awake.
Karun?
No, I don't. I'm going right back to sleep.
Okay, make a stealth check, I guess.
Oh no. I'm using another hero point.
Oh my god.
Karun's so weird. Okay. All right. Sure. 15.
This is the best sleep I've had in like a week. I'm not wasting it.
Okay. Make a perception check, I guess, Yara.
I don't notice shit.
Yeah, Karun's
I'm too
still
panicked.
out.
Does she seem to be less aggravated in her slumber, at least?
Corinne groaned and turned. Just turned over.
All right. So the worst is over with her, it seems. I cannot wake Malavik.
Rashtak. I'm gonna just do a little bit of a rewind here for you.
Thank you, yes.
Because You kind of relive the events that have happened since you came to Castrovel. Except everything feels off. The constant presence is seemingly vigilant. There is something that you feel is watching you as you relive moments in your travels through the Ickle Expanse and upon Castrovel, going to Lalua. Events that seemingly have become more intense. Everything is amped up. All of your feelings, all of your emotions, all of your worries, all of your fears, everything is amped up as you relive this time in this dream, and ever present. I would like you to please make me a perception check.
19.
Ever present is this ominous feeling of being watched. And when you are traveling to Lalua, across the gondolas, you can see this strange creature silhouetted. You can tell has thick fur and horns. It's large, and it has some kind of horrific face that you can't make out. It has massive bulk and muscles, claws. Something horrible watches. And you come back to the moment.
What did you see, Rostak, darling?
Everything we've done in here, but it was wrong. Very wrong. There was something watching us. Large, horned, very... some face I could not make out. Terrible.
Did it have claws?
Yes. Have you seen this before?
It is something I was speaking with the doctor about. I had recurring nightmares. Quite early on, prior to our departure. Karun had a similar dream, I believe. It is no coincidence, surely, that we are all having this dream.
No. Especially since we have not previously discussed this.
Yes, the only only two I discussed it with originally was Dr. Riddleson. And then it was Karun when she had her nightmare. That is all quite peculiar.
Do you think whatever it is that is trying to send a message?
A message that we are being watched with whatever we do.
Shit. I tried to slap Malevich.
Does not wake.
Rajtak, how about you and I both at the same time? We will splash water on him and see if he will wake.
It is worth a shot.
Yes. All right. And I will wait for his signal, and
then
we will at the same time cast Rousing Splash on Malevich.
Please make a will save, Malevich. Natural 1.
When
He seems to
When
be
you had your-
suffering. You see Malavik writhing, and just sweat is pouring down his body.
We will have to see him through it then. And I will gather some rags and I will move up to Malavik and I will douse it in some water and I will clean his forehead and I will sit with him while he goes through this.
Have I heard of or seen anything like that before? Occultism, anything of that nature? Reason I ask is I am an expert in occultism.
Yeah, you can make an occultism roll.
17. Not great.
So I think a 17 is enough for you to know that there are many things that can do something like this. Nailing down the specific one is the issue.
Can I do an esoteric roll? I think this might be a curse.
So you can definitely make the roll, but I would say that this would be an assisting Arash talk.
Very good. Not 20 into a 28.
Okay. Arash talk. Let's say that with Arcelia's help here, that you are able to determine that you think it's related to the mark.
I'm poring over my notes that I've taken. You see, one of the things that I did back when we were in Dr. Riddleson's care, I would actually try to speak with people and try to gather as much information as I can. Nightmares seem to be a reoccurring thing.
Yes, but that note there, could this be related to the mark?
You know? Never thought of it that way.
Said the curse. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but it would be close.
It could be.
Three of you, please make me another check. I would like... This will be you recollecting something. I'm going to say... I will take... Arcana, Occultism, Esoteric Lore.
Uh, 19.
22. That double clicked on me.
20 esoteric.
Okay.
Is this one of those we all make eye contact moments and realize the same thing?
There is a flash. You all have a moment of shared memory. You realize it immediately. You see it on each other's faces. You remember something after you went through the gate. You see snow all around you. Blizzard. Cold. You see what appears to be some kind of substance floating in the air. Maybe similar to the way that dandelions, their seeds float through the air. Something similar. Black. floating through the air. You hold out a hand. You see others around you who have also come through the gate. These particles fall on them and then flash. Come back to the moment.
Snow?
Ash?
Karun also had a dream about snow. She mentioned snow when I was speaking with her on hers. She must have remembered something too via her dream. But you remember that too?
Yes. But it reminded me more of pollen or seed delivery rather than snow.
Make a nature check for me, Arashtak.
21.
That wasn't a seed. Those were spores. They were far too big.
Spores. Not seeds. Spores.
Spores?
Infectious, potentially.
Do you think we've all been infected by something?
A high possibility.
Well, that would explain all of the abnormalities.
Yes. Something. Spores are usually sent out as a way of reproduction for a lot of the fungals. Perhaps something on the other side of the gate making offspring. A connection.
Do you think it might be something like what Kanipo was trying to do?
I am unsure, but it is a possibility.
Much more large scale,
Yes.
if we are to compare the two at least.
Trying to remember. How many people did I see around me?
Many. There are many gates.
Yes.
By many, is it Whack? I'm trying to remember.
Hundreds.
Is it hundreds? Okay. It's gotta be hundreds of people.
Yes.
Would we have seen each other in the crowd?
Perception checks.
24.
19.
12.
Is fantastic. Yara, you saw Arcelia and Arashtak and Karun and Malavik and Adronis.
And Bolin?
No,
And Hubert.
you would have seen Dr. Riddleson.
Wait a moment. Did Dr. Riddleson ever say to us, Whack, whether or not he was a Gatewalker as well?
Yes. And
He would have told us. Okay,
also has
okay.
them.
Very good. I was about to be like, what?
Well!
I saw you all there. I remember distinctly. I remember Adronis. And you two, and Karun, and even Malavik. I remember seeing you all.
I do not recall.
I do not either.
There are discrepancies in the times in which we all returned.
A But not when we entered.
Not when we entered. So how long were we all actually in there? And what was the experience like for everyone else, and what did they go through?
I don't know. I was gone for 3 weeks.
I was only gone for moments. Seconds.
It does not make sense. Everyone, there were so many discrepancies then.
If this is what we are remembering, then perhaps if we find others like us, they might remember more.
Maybe.
I saw Dr. Riddleson as well. At the same time.
That must be the moment we entered the gate then.
The missing moment.
A part of it at least. At that very minute we went in, that would explain everyone there.
This is troublesome.
Do
But
we
at least we are getting
each
closer?
do we each remember what we saw that drew us in, or do we not remember?
You do not remember.
Okay. I tried to shake Malvik. Wake up!
Malvik, please make a will save.
Wake up, Malvik.
Malvik, you awaken.
My sword! Where is it?
Malavik, you are right on.
Where?
We're all
We're being
together.
attacked.
No.
No.
I look down, my arm is gone. Where am I? Where are we?
You are safe. And I will continue cleaning his forehead with the damp cloth. It was only just a dream.
I do not dream like that. Everything
Nor
felt
did I.
real. And I'll move my hand over my chest to see if there's any holes or cuts, bruises. I was dying. At least I think I was. And everyone around me was. Nothing I can do. What is going on?
You were plagued, haunted by some kind of terror in your sleep. All of you were, except for Yara. You managed to rouse the others. Karun's fits seem to have stopped, at least. Soundly.
We need
Hey,
rest.
did you have a figure watching you?
Figure.
Claws.
Don't describe much of it, and I'll see if it matches.
Yes, Malavik. It feels like it was watching you the whole time. Please make a perception check for me. Yeah, you felt something watching you the whole time. And in much of your memory since you traveled through the gate to Castrovel, you're reliving those moments, the bad ones, the isolation, the survival in the jungles, realizing that you were alone and that this jungle is far deadlier than one person can handle. You saw this creature, glimpses, in silhouette, shadow. But you recognize this creature that Arashtak is describing.
It was dark. Claws, maybe elongated fingers. Something always in the shadows, even when it's not dark in that area. I chose to ignore it. Maybe waiting for the right time to attack, I don't know, but we need to get back. This jungle will consume us. It's far too dangerous. We need to get back.
Yes. But perhaps for now we continue our slumber. The worst has passed. Right?
Has it? Now rub the mark on the back right side of my neck. I'm exhausted.
Right.
Yes. Well, I think rest is still able. I do not think we are in immediate danger.
I've
Not
been having
more
these
than
dreams
normal.
for months. So, better sleep.
Yeah. I'll fall asleep.
Rest. I'll wake one of you in a little for the next watch.
Whack. Before I sleep, I have a question. Did the doctor ever attempt to cast Dispel on the mark?
No.
I might try something that may not work, but I am curious. Will you, make sure everything is alright if something goes wrong? Looking to Arcelia and Yara.
Of course. Yes.
The mention of curse made me think it. But I don't think we ever tried to dispel the mark.
Well, there seems to be plenty of bookish types back at Lalua. Perhaps you can ask one of them when we get back.
Arashtak, if you are to remove a curse, dispelling magic and removal of curses is quite different.
Yes, I do not think it's a true curse, though. It just made me think of it.
Is this something you are aiming to try right now?
Before resting, it's not the worst idea.
The thing about curses, though, sometimes they're the thing that's still keeping you alive. In the most dire circumstances.
Yara is right, though. If it is a curse, nothing will happen.
Yes. We are not in a controlled environment, though. It could be quite bad.
I'll try it another day, yes.
Perhaps in Lalua, then.
I think that's a good idea.
All right.
I think nothing will happen, but I'll rest on it. And I lay down.
Are you going to be okay by yourself, Arcelia? Or would you like me to stay up as well?
No, get some sleep, please. It's
Right.
not just me that needs you, it's everyone.
Right, if there is anything else that happens, wake me as quickly as possible, all right?
Of course, I promise.
I'll squeeze her shoulder and I will retreat to my bedroll.
I continue watch.
Continue your watch. Your watch goes beyond this uneventfully.
Karun? Hello? Sorry to wake you. It's your turn. Did you sleep okay? Do you want something to eat?
Fine. Some crazy dreams. Oh, is it morning time already?
No, it's still night.
Oh, no.
Not quite.
All right. Yeah, all right. Am I still fatigued?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Wake up the lizard instead.
Okay.
All right, good night.
Rashtak.
Yes?
I need to get some sleep. I'm sorry to wake you.
No. No, that is fine. I will take the next watch. You rest.
Thank you. And I will begin to remove my armor and I will hunker down where Arashtak is sleeping.
I'd say I left it warm, but I'm cold-blooded.
Don't worry, I'll warm it up.
I take watch.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, please, Arashtak.
19.
Okay. In the distance, you can probably hear the sounds of the Dessa having some kind of spat or hunting or something.
Doesn't sound like they're coming closer, though.
Doesn't sound like it.
The moment it sounds like they're starting to come close is when I would wake Malefic.
Sure.
I sit and listen then.
It's pretty annoying. If anybody lives in a neighborhood with a lot of like neighborhood cats or feral cats or anything, it's that kind of night where they're just beating the shit out of each other or hunting or something and making a racket. It's really freaking annoying, and there's lots of hissing and you can probably hear and maybe even see like little bursts of flame in the distance. You know, just like a fireball in the distance. Just lights up part of the jungle. Probably all kinds of like eyes that you can see in trees and stuff just like get lit up.
Love that. I sit and keep watch then, as long as there's no immediate danger or approaching danger. That is just a jungle.
Okay. Your watch goes without problem otherwise. It's nearing time for the last watch.
I will wake Malavik for the final watch. Malavik. The final watch is here.
I'll stand up and won't make any eye contact. I'm just kind of in a grumpy, sleepy mood, and I'll just grunt my way to whatever perch. And I'll kind of like, not rudely move him out of the way, but kind of just like put my hand and walk past and sit kind of hunched over, eyes are kind of glazed, but I'll be watching.
Do you wish for some tea for your watch before I sleep? I can make it hot without a fire.
Tea. Not accustomed to tea, but I don't even know what that really. I've heard of this, but I haven't really. What is it for? Fine, just sure.
King? Okay, yes. I quietly pull out a cup. I don't do the lizard folk tea on the count of his doing watch. But I make a nice little loose leaf tea, prestidigitation to warm it, and then hand it to you and go to sleep. It's a herbal tea, some mint, and some eucalyptus.
I'll taste it.
Cleans out your sinuses a little bit.
Yeah, just. Fighting with myself to stay awake. I'm trying to fiddle and find ways to stay awake. I'll look back at the group. And just look out in the distance and impatiently wait.
Very well. Make a perception check for me, please. Okay. As you are on watch, you find yourself drinking tea, doing your best to stay present in the moment. But it's hard to keep your focus. Why do you think that is?
I'm exhausted. I stayed up through a whole day to protect these companions. And in the back of my mind, I'm fighting with myself, asking myself, is it worth it? Or will they all leave in the end or disappear in the end like my brother? I haven't felt this exhausted since Galarian trials. I almost feel untrained. I feel maybe making bonds with others has weakened me. Start to doubt myself, my abilities. Then I start to fall into overthinking and daydreaming, or night dreaming, I guess you could so say, at the fact that maybe they only keep me around because I'm only useful of killing things. That they're gonna end up leaving me like everyone else. And then it just all doesn't matter anymore because I'm too tired.
Do you think that the dream made you feel like that?
Yes. It awakened some crack in the crevice of this hard exterior. Buried deep within, feeling of being used by others. Dr. Riddleson, the other group that I was with. Maybe even those at Lalua. In the end, they're all gonna leave. Push me aside. You're only as good as you are. As you can fight. And I just started to think, is it all worth it? Was that one creature watching over me a manifestation of myself? Am I the creature in the darkness with the claws? And I started to think about how others have treated me in Galarian and looked at me and spit my direction. Maybe that deep darkness is just the rage that comes every time I touch my blade and go into battle. What have I gotten myself into? Why am I here? Why did I go through that? And I asked myself if I should leave, thinking about all the things they've told me about their companions dying and them being to the first world. Then I suddenly remember that they have a key that works. It's only dangerous to elves. If I just take that key, maybe I could find. Maybe I can find my brother. And as this happens, I start thinking about how my brother's missing, and I think about the conversation I had with Yara and how real it was, and how for some reason I felt like I needed to find her sister. Because the moment I met her, she had a deeper darkness inside of her eyes. It was almost like an unlit soul. And I look down at my lap and I see a wet cloth. And it must have stuck to my leg, and I then put two and two together that these strangers have been tending to me while I sleep. They could have easily killed me, left me, abandoned me. And I think that's when I sit up, grit my teeth, slap my face, and I'll start to try to focus on the watch.
By the time you do this, morning has come. Unbeknownst to you. You only just now notice.
I'll just look back at the others. And I'll drudgily go back over and lay down. And I don't wake anyone. First light awake them. Give them a little bit more time. And instead of sleeping where I was sleeping away from everyone, I think I actually go in with the group. And not immediately on someone, but closer than what I was.
All right.
And I'll wait until the first light to wake the others.
you all get a full night's rest. As you begin to stir.
Oh, that's bright.
Do we have time to make some breakfast?
I can make something if it's safe enough to light a fire.
I'll do
I will still be asleep, but I would have the tea container cup in my hand, the rag in one hand, and I'd be splayed out closer to you all, but still asleep.
Yes, I think we'll be fine to make a small fire. Yes, let me see what I have. And I probably have I have basic rations, but not much more than that, I don't think, in terms of fresh things. I will go out and see if I can gather anything edible to add to breakfast.
Let
Some
me come
fruits or
with
things.
you. Help me with my armor.
Ah, yes.
Why didn't you wake me? Danger.
Now
There's
it's
danger.
morning.
Yeah.
We're going to get breakfast together and then leave.
Breakfast. And I'll pull the dessa from my bags and slop it on top of a stone. Breakfast is here.
We will use that, yes. I need to get some herbs.
It's probably very stinky.
Maggots.
I don't think we'll eat that. I could have
Oh.
preserved that.
Still good.
No.
Everything is edible on it.
I mean, yes, the maggots and the grubs are edible, but we can do something better than that.
Then I'll pick it up
Contracting a
and
disease just looking at it.
I'll throw it to the side. I'll throw it out of the camp.
I'm gonna go
And I will hunt for you.
Very well.
And I will begin the efforts of trying to wake up Karoon while you do these things. Darling, could you die more quietly, please? It is hurting my head. Tap, tap. Come on. Morning.
I'm awake.
Very good.
I hate it, but I'm awake.
Yes, I concur with this, with this feeling as well. The others are heading out and going and grabbing some food for us.
Oh, perfect. Then I will start making drugs.
Very good. I will prepare the camp for us to eat and work on the fire then. Enjoy your drug making.
So anyway, I'm going to get herbs and edible plants and things.
Okay.
I will follow Arashtak, just keeping watch.
So, Karoon, if you are using those bladders,
Yes.
you can use those to craft. It's probably a good idea to use those ASAP.
Okay.
From what you can tell.
I'll do that.
Um,
Is that a new item?
So it's basically ingredients. It's going to allow you to make a crafting roll and not use infusions to create lesser alchemist fire if you succeed.
Ah.
And you get 2 lesser alchemist fire per bladder if you succeed.
I'm not familiar with how to set all of that up in the character sheet.
Just make a crafting check.
Oh, that I can do.
Okay. So that is a crit. I'm going to say that you get 3 lesser alchemist fire from the first bladder. Go ahead and make a second roll. Okay. Unfortunately, that one is a fail. So you do get 3 lesser alchemist fire total from that.
Cool. Wait, it's
And
lesser alchemist fire?
Yeah, and so that's on top of whatever quick alchemy or regular alchemy stuff that you're doing, which you don't have to roll for that stuff.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, Arashtak, go ahead and make a nature check.
Yes.
And Malvik, I will take a survival check from you.
17.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Arashtak, you are able to find some, I'd say 1 ration worth of edible berries or nuts. I think that you can maybe find enough like herbs to add to meals, but nothing significant to be used for anything like potions. Or
How much time? Yeah, I was gonna say how much time is am I
take an hour.
spending on this? Okay, those side herbs. If it's all right, I'll use it to replenish my healer's kit. It would just be for like poultices and things.
Yeah, I'll
not
say you can do that
potions.
instead. Sure. No ration.
Yeah.
But you'll get the.
Okay, I have rations on me, so I'll do that instead.
Okay. Malvik, you are able to get 2 rations worth of food.
Is there any particular thing that I've hunted that I bring back to the camp?
What do you think?
Bird-like creature. I would say, maybe one of those raptor-like creatures, or trying to think of
no,
things
that's
that are
way
in
too
the
big.
area.
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe two
A
Dessa.
turtle rabbit.
I'm sorry. What?
Maybe 2 Dessa. So I got
Okay.
1 ration out of 1.
I think, yeah. I mean, that would have been a proper fight. But we'll say you're able to get some kind of.
I mean, I almost one-shot one. I'm just saying.
You want to do a combat?
Yeah, why not? That'd be fun.
I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna spend the time for that.
I'm just saying. All right, maybe 1 Dessa, but it's in immaculate shape.
I don't think with an 18 it is. You get 2 rations worth, but it's not in great shape.
Okay, maybe I tried to cut it up to impress people back at camp, but I hit a bladder or something.
Remember the goop.
Yeah, I hit a bladder and it leaked a little bit, or maybe popped a blister or something, and it started to eat through some areas, but they're still edible meat. I'll bring it back and I'll just slap it down.
I'm not eating that.
It's good.
It's smoking right now.
Just the back part, but you wouldn't eat that anyway. The good meat is under here, and I'll
Oh, the
flip it
good
over,
meat.
and I'll start to like split the belly open.
I'm slowly turning green.
No, I'd eat
No.
that.
Can
Why
anyone
is it so puffy?
flush the belly out? The belly's a good source as well. Flush it out of its waste. No? Fine. And then I'll just start splicing it up and looking at a Rostok. And I'm very, very barbaric with my cuts. It's because no one has said they want to cut it. So I'm just like stabbing it and ripping at it. And
All right, no. I'd step in and just hand. I take out like my actual cooking set with like cooking knives and things and begin to let me. And I begin actually butchering the thing to get the rations out so they do not stay in it.
Sure. Make a survival check for me, Rasha.
9.
Okay.
I think you've mangled the hell out of this.
Yeah. It doesn't go well. You had about 2 rations worth. I think you're left with 1.
jerky then.
Why did you stab it there? That's
I must
right
hit
where
the sack.
bladder was, yes, and then it leaked everywhere. It's
There was
fine.
probably, it was like when somebody is flambeing something and they use too much alcohol. It's just like there was just a, you know. If Arashtak
Great,
had eyebrows.
We've ruined the Desu fondue party.
It's so small. My hands are too big.
If I had hair, it would be gone. Anyway.
Don't worry, Malavik. I think we can still use this for something, and I'll take the unwanted parts and put them in the dirt, and I just start kicking dirt over them. It's to help the soil. Things grow with
I'm frustrated. I'll just get up and storm off and sit like pouting baby in the corner and just staring at my hands. Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm just staring at my hands, mad about how large they are. Can't do anything. Just kill and
don't think I helped.
Strangle and choke and just mumble.
It'll be better after breakfast, and I begin cooking up the meat with some of my rations that I already had for everyone.
Stew.
Pretty much.
Are you gonna cook for everybody, Arashtak?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You can make another survival check.
16. It's
all right.
Slightly better than the assurance I could have used.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna expend 5 rations.
Yes, I have marked as such.
But you feed everybody. You all have a decent meal. It's nothing spectacular, but how much were you expecting out in the middle of a horrific, super deadly jungle? Does the job.
The best I can do. The meat is tough. Don't have enough time to stew it.
We need to get back anyway.
Yes.
I have, and I'll start passing out jerky. I'll use some of my rations since I have a lot.
Who
to
has
everyone.
the highest perception besides Arcelia?
I think a few of us have like 7.
I have 7, yes.
Yeah,
I have
7.
plus 11.
Okay, so 7 is the highest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So those who have a plus 7 have noticed that Arcelia's rashes have gotten significantly worse.
They begin crawling up the sides of my face, and you can see that they have begun to blister and are leaking.
When we were with the doctor, or the doctors back in Lalua, did they mention that it was something that they would have to craft this poultice?
Oh, yeah.
Or, alright. Yes, we
I think that's when that's when I'll stand up and say we need to leave.
Yes.
Now that we know the terrain, it shouldn't be as hard to get back. Everyone is well rested.
Yes.
And I'll point to feet, at everyone's feet, and notice that some people just do not have the proper footwear for the trek in this area. If you feel as though you cannot go on, it will carry you if need be. But we need to do less rest.
Yes.
All right. Let us be on our way then.
Okay. As you begin the trip back to Lalua, we're gonna head into exploration mode.
Hustle.
Hustle?
Mm-hmm.
Hustle.
Yep. Where am I? There it is. Exploration mode. I am going to... If everyone is hustling, I'm going to scout. I don't think scouting is half speed, right? Oh, it is half
It
speed.
is half speed. But look at it like this. Hustle is doubling speed.
I'll be normal.
It only lasts for a certain amount of minutes. The
10
way that I'm
minutes.
going to do this is there's only going to be one roll for the way back.
Okay. I'm definitely going to scout, though. Because if I'm going at normal speed and everyone else is hustling, I'll probably be the best one to watch. Unless you just want to do one activity, then we'll all hustle.
No, you're all
Would
going to
that
do
still
one.
equate?
You're all going to do one exploration mode activity.
Okay.
So choose
Yeah, I'll
what you would
scout.
like.
But if he's scouting, is that still going to count for the double movement for the rest of us?
So, hustle is going to negate one half-speed thing. Look at it like that.
Gotcha. All right.
I will be searching.
Okay, search.
So looking
scout,
for concealed
hustle.
hazards. Yeah.
I think Arcelia, what are you doing?
Honestly, I'll try to hustle, but at this point, it's hard for me to focus on anything.
Okay.
I'm struggling.
So 3 people are hustling. Very well. Arcelia, please make a fortitude save.
It's itching under my skin.
You're able to
24.
keep it together, and you can make an action like normal. All right. What for the people that are hustling? What are your Constitution modifiers?
+1.
2.
Okay. So Arcelia and Yara, I would like fortitude saves.
I'm gonna use my hero point. I reach deep inside of me and I push. That's another net one.
Twice in one show!
This is Baldur's Gate 3. This is not. This is not.
I think they need to change their RNG seed.
No karmic dice for you. Okay. So. Arcelia, you're gonna get fatigued. Yara, you also get fatigued.
Son of a biscuit.
And Karun does not get fatigued?
You do not get fatigued.
Yes!
She says that out loud as everyone else is like dog tired.
Actually, Karun, make a fortitude save for me.
Oh no.
The DC is
Oh
a
no,
little
please,
bit.
no.
Yeah. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's
Had
a great.
such a good sleep last night.
You're skipping.
Skipping along. Legs have to go twice as fast as everyone else, but it doesn't matter because today is Karun Day.
You wrapped your feet really well after having those really bad blisters and everything yesterday and the day before. It was just savage on your feet. Maybe you even applied something to your feet to help with that. Some salts or something to try.
I'm on a lot of drugs right now. Yes.
So you were able to manage. We had a search from Arashtak, and we had a scout from Malavik. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
The other way around. Okay.
No, you have it correct.
Okay. So, let's have a perception check, please, from Arashtak. Yeah.
Now, I do want to clarify there is no listed check needed for search. All right, just
Okay.
noting.
We don't have to do one if you don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to go by the text. It means I'm thorough and can find things without a check.
Sure. Let's go by the check.
That's what it says.
That's fine.
Okay,
No,
you
you don't have to do a
God.
perception check. We're
I
good.
don't have to, but you wanted me to, so I did.
No, you said you didn't want to do one, so we're going to discount that. That's all good.
All right.
That's good. We're fine without that. We're good.
I am meticulous, and it guarantees I checked everything. So it says.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you look for hidden doors, concealed hazards, and so on, and you can usually make an educated guess as to which locations are best to check and move at half speed. But if you want to be thorough and guarantee you checked everything, you need to travel at a speed that no more than 300 feet per minute, or 150 feet per minute to ensure you check everything before you walk into it. You can always move more slowly while searching to cover the area more thoroughly, and the expeditious search feat increases these maximum speeds. If you come across a secret door, item, or hazard while searching, the GM will attempt a free secret check to see if you notice the hidden object or hazard. In locations with many objects to search, you have to stop and spend significantly longer to search thoroughly.
do it so that you get to roll. You don't get to roll that often. I'm so kind. I would be moving at half speed since we have 3 hustling, by the way.
Okay. Good to know.
You've gone and done it, Arashtok.
I'm doing what it says.
Adronis would be rolling in his bag. I mean, grave, wherever you put him.
I was trying to do a cool thing, but that's
I
fine.
didn't know.
We don't have to do
I
it.
was
That's because you
clarifying
always have to contradict me.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
fine.
trying to follow the rules and
It's
understand
fine.
them.
It's fine.
It
I'll make a
really
roll.
I let you do a secret check. You love
How
those.
about
fine.
everyone else does a perception roll? I mean, if Arashtok doesn't want to.
The first magic item can go to me only. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
I am thorough. It says I am meticulous.
I heard we all like hero
This
points
lizard.
except for Arashtok.
This lizard's having these conversations. No one knows what's going
By
on.
himself. I am meticulous.
Yeah, you are the golden god. Yes, you are.
Everybody's like, what the hell is going on?
Thorough. I am searching.
Yeah. Did you see that?
There's a
I'm looking in the cup of tea they gave me, and I just throw that shit away. Like, what?
there's a montage of Arashtok like lifting up rocks.
It's a hidden door.
And Arcelia and Yara just like,
I'm trying to make this an
Find us
anime,
some
please.
water.
Margles, please animate us. Thank you.
go.
Yeah. So I did roll secretly. And essentially, you don't really find much, Arashtok. You continue the journey, and I want to clarify something. We're speeding this up for the sake of redoing the same shit over and over again. But you are hustling your way through. This is not a quiet journey. This is you rushing through a very deadly and dangerous jungle. So,
That we're
it's
not familiar
more
with.
of a
Yeah.
horrific montage of this, right? It's dodging from tree to tree, running as fast as you can, catching your breath at any moment that you can, and, scrapes and bruises and horrific experiences, narrowly avoiding large creatures, poisonous creatures, deadly creatures here and there as you rush your way back to Lalua. In the distance, you can see the familiar sights of Lalua, leaving this harrowing trail behind you that took you essentially a day and a half of travel again to make your way back here. But it was another experience. I would like everybody to roll me a d20, please. Just a flat d20.
Lovely numbers. We have every number in there.
This
That's
is how much damage you have taken. You can minus that much HP.
Oh shit!
Yep. This is from the travel through the jungle on your way back here. And I would also like a D5 to be rolled for all of the spellcasters. Sorry, D6. Okay. That's the whatever combination of spell slots you can minus.
That makes sense.
That is what you have spent on your travel back to Lalua.
Since I only have one, to be fair toward it, how rough was the battle? Because I'll pick a high level spell as a result.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Since you love secret
I'm
rolls so much,
tapped.
Rash Attack.
I do.
I'll roll
It means I don't have to do anything. I'm scared of doing things.
Not that bad. Not
Okay.
that bad. It's more of the journey and the fact that you were rushing. Any one of these fights or anything that you had along the way would have been easy enough to manage if you were taking your time. It was still one of those experiences that you had on the way out. It was arduous, it was tiring, exhausting, and mentally draining as well as physically draining.
So where are we? Are we in front of the gondolas?
You're near the gondolas. You probably have only about 100 or so more yards till the gondola.
There. Did you see? Oh, a little bit longer. Pull it together. Yara.
Yes.
I see any one of you need help.
We just need to get back. You'd see I'm covered in my brightly colored scars from my curse. I am unwell. I am spent.
I will, if allowed, attempt to pick up Yara and carry them to the rest of the way. It's only 100 feet. And look back at the rest to try to help Arcelia as well.
I look fucked up. I'm bleeding through my bandages. The rash has spread over my face, covering most of it. My breathing is labored, and I'm shaking. We're almost there.
Do I have to make a check of any kind, or we're good?
You can head to the gondolas. Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. So I'll just, if she allows it, I'll carry her and then try to let everyone lean on me or whatever and get there.
Roll me a D24, please, Malavik.
Ooh. Eight.
Okay. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning as you are arriving here. I'm sorry, Karun, what were you saying?
I was just going to say I have I will just skitter up to the orc mommy and say I have a numbing tonic if you would like this.
Yes, please.
Just I uncork it and hand it
Karun,
to you.
roll a d6 for me as well, because you would have used some potions. Okay, you only used one potion.
I chug it down. You can see me shaking it, trying to get as much liquid out as I can. More. Do you have more?
It's all I have. The other one drained out of my pocket just now.
Shit.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Hold out a few more minutes.
You make your way towards the quarry, where the magenta lightning that sort of carries these gondolas crackles up above. You can see the automatons, these constructs, moving the ore and stone. Over towards a loading area off to the side. Do you get onto the gondola?
Yes. I mean, that's no other way to go. I'll make a suggestion to everyone to try not to make as much emotion and commotion while on the gondolas, and maybe it'd be better just to lay down or sit down.
I do not hesitate. I lay down immediately as soon as we're on.
I don't think I'll unravel a bedroll and lay it down for Arcelia and see if anybody follows suit. And then I'll find a spot and just watch over them. I'll be sitting up though, like not standing, but sitting up, almost like in a kneeling position.
Yeah. I'm sitting next to you. I do not wish to lay down.
I'm sitting next to Arcelia and taking deep breaths to refocus in order to regain a focus point.
Very well. After a minute or so, the gondola flies off into the air. Once again, you feel the cool, calming breeze. As the jungle fades away, and you ride this serene, the gondola flies through the air. You see flocks of birds moving up and around. Large body of water below you. Cool air blowing past. Finally, a moment of respite.
I have closed my eyes and I'm almost whimpering a little under my breath. I try to minimize it as much as I can. But it's a lot to bear right now.
We are almost there, darling. Just think of what a marvel it is to fly.
The breeze is nice. I'm so sorry to have put all of you in such a burdened state to take care of me.
None of that.
Just glad that we're safe.
Yes. Once we land, we'll be safer. I'm keeping an eye out for those stupid birds.
They do not seem to bother you as you descend back to Lalua. You can already see people beginning to gather as you begin to return.
The descent is upon us. Ready, Arcelia. And what I would do is, I would take her hand and like pull her up and kneel down and throw her arm around my shoulder and look towards everyone. And nod.
Thank you.
Manavik.
I lean heavily into you. I'm shaking.
I'm looking for our friend, Aleli.
Okay. It doesn't take much. Aleli is probably one of the people crowding around the landing for the gondolas.
There.
Hello? Hello?
We need the doctor!
Doctor?
Doctor!
She's bad. We need, and I'll say this in Lalua and Sylvan, fast heals now.
Aleli nods and she motions. Get out of the way Move. I understand they are interesting. Move. Please. Come. Hello, welcome. Oh,
Doctor,
look as if you've had a very hard time.
Rastak, dying!
Yes.
I start screaming. Unlike it's probably very different for everyone else, since they never heard me in this way. Please, now.
Lely just kind of jumps back and
We have the flowers. She needs assistance now.
Lely just beckons you to follow and begins to rush off.
We would all immediately follow, I assume.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I have Arcelia. And I'm at the same time, I'm kind of just like giving glares, maybe intimidating glares at these people that are in our way. I'm not trying to seem threatening, but it's more like, you need to get out of the way now.
Where you touch me, you can feel that I'm sweating profusely, more than usual. This is a hot place, but I'm almost cold to the touch.
As you rush to the doctor, Arcelia is losing her steps, and
I'll readjust her and pull her more weight on me. And at this point, I want to attempt to pick her up.
If I notice she's struggling, I would get on the other side and take
can
her
you
other
take an
arm.
arm? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so she basically doesn't need to walk.
As you take my other arm, I lose consciousness.
You make your way to the doctor, who's probably seeing someone else, another like elf. And Aleli says, "Doctor, they have returned. I am sorry to intrude. The ones from Golarion, they have returned. They bring the flower." And she says in Sylvan. And Doctor just motions towards one of the other tables that are there, and motions you to place Arcelia down as the crowd starts to fall off as you enter the doctor's office.
I do as such.
Yes. After she is set down, I take the flowers out, both of them, and set them gingerly onto the countertop.
The doctor looks at the flowers and nods their head and says in Sylvan, "These will do." And he says, they say, "This will take time. I must begin."
Do you need help?
No, we will just get in each other's way.
I'll move the hair out of Arcelia's face and leave. And look at the others and say they are good at what they do.
The doctor said they do not need help. We will be in the way. We must leave.
I purse my lips, slightly aggravated that I have to leave. I'll grab her hand and I'll squeeze it.
I will, as we walk in, I will be taking off armor. I'm going straight to the baths. No question. Just taking stuff off, and I don't think I'll even say anything to the group right now. I think I'm more frustrated that I feel like we're always a bit late than what we need to be, and it's kind of affected me a little bit more than everyone may see.
Well, I can finally rest.
Karun is looking around at all of the elves and wistfully remembering a life which seems so long ago, where she might have fit in a place like this.
Well, baths, rooms, food, what do we wish? We have time now, finally.
All three. I feel like death.
I feel fine. I can do it again.
I think I'd prefer resting instead of doing that again.
I'm gonna go take a walk around. I'll be back.
I can meet you at the baths.
Yes, I will be there.
All right. You be safe, please.
Like smoke, she is gone.
As we watch her leave.
Why does she always say that?
Coping mechanism.
It's very endearing. All right.
Well,
Baths first, so we wash the jungle out of our hair and off our skin and clothes.
yes. Wise.
All right. I'll take Arcelia's hand and I will place it back to her side. I'll adjust her hair again. All right. Let's go.
She'll be fine. As I leave.
And I will join him.
And head toward the baths.
You all do your best to relax and rest in the baths. When you're finished, Aleli finds you. Have you relaxed enough? Are you well? Dr. Lyriel says Arcelia is doing well.
Good.
I'll stand up and tower over Lily, and then I'll get down on a knee and kneel and apologize. Maybe that's one word I do know very well, and so, and I'll say I'm sorry. I'm loud, not mad, frustrated.
Lely nods, and pats you on the shoulder.
And I'll sit back.
Dr. Lyriel said Arcelia will need some time, but they are doing well. It is all right.
Thank you.
You are welcome. If you have time, Gentiel and I would like to speak with you.
I feel that's all we have is time. Now.
Yes.
Where is your friend? Karun?
Oh,
In the shadows somewhere, surely. Haroon! Haroon?
Says you would be wandering the city.
Very well.
She said she'd meet us here, though.
Yes.
We've been here a while.
cannot keep up with the small one.
She gets distracted. I am unsurprised, honestly. She will also be fine, I think.
We will relay whatever news to them. Or speak as if they're here. They might be standing behind you for all I know.
Just hear breathing.
Karun, show yourself.
It is I, Karun. You had no idea.
None at all.
I would like to speak with this Karun. Did you hear that part at least?
Yes.
Very good.
Please, we can return to my house, if you would like.
Certainly.
Yes.
Begin to travel again through the crowd, asking a million questions. Making
I
your way.
answer many of them.
How do you breed?
It is an interesting time. There are no permanent mates in my clan. It's normally eggs are laid and then fertilized afterward. Very similar to reptiles, as we are them.
Are you warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
Cold!
How would you say your vision is?
Good unless it is dark.
You can't see in the dark?
No! Most reptiles can, but we cannot.
And eventually you make your way back to Aleli's home. More questions being peppered as the door... Aleli, closes the door and just kind of, looks at you, Arashtak, and says, I am sorry that everyone is very fascinated by you all.
It is fine.
Gentiel. Hello. Ah. Hello. It is good to see you all again. You have had a chance to rest since you have returned?
A bit.
Good, good. We have been speaking about the key that you have left with us. Yes, it is most intriguing. It is seemingly very different than any other Ayudara keys that we have seen. It does appear to have some sort of curse upon it, as you have said, and I cannot shake this feeling that it does have this psychic signature, this sound? Is it sound?
Resonance?
Yes. That my mother warned me about. Osoyo. I think it would be best if you would speak with my mother in the memory cache.
Right.
I cannot tell you anything more than that, unfortunately.
Do you know how we might get there?
Yes. It is something that we all know here in Lalua. If you wish to make the journey, perhaps a night's sleep. From what Dr. Lyriel has said, your friend should rest for now.
We will not make the journey with her.
No, probably not.
That might be for the better.
She needs rest. She'll push too hard if she knows we're doing something like this
We shall not tell her either. She seems to be the type that would leave her bed sick, half dead, to join you on any kind of adventure or expeditions.
Yes.
A good companion. Strong. Would not want to lose someone like that.
All right. Well, perhaps we get our rest this evening. We prepare all of our belongings for the trek. I know not how long that sort of a endeavor is going to take us.
As I have said, it is under Lalua. It is why we have built this place here. It is no coincidence. I do not know how long it will take you. But we can tell you nothing more.
Is there anything you would like for us to tell your mother about you and your accomplishments here?
Thank you for that. But merely that I miss her, and we value all of her work.
I will relay the message. Does everyone's soul return to that place?
No. I will not speak on how it comes to be, but our great scholars are laid to rest there.
I'll just nod silently and look down towards the ground.
Well, we are glad to have you back. Please rest and take some time around the town if you need it. And in the morning, we will take you through the memory cache.
By any chance, for this endeavor, do you all have any sort of supplies that we might be able to take with us?
Yes.
Anything you can spare? If not, that is all right.
An eyeball. Like maybe an eyeball.
Outside of that, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We do not have any supplies that you would need to go into the memory cache. But we have not been there in over 100 years.
Do you anticipate it to be dangerous?
We do not know. It is possible.
I think that was what the supplies question was asked for then. If it is dangerous, any precautionary, anything we can get.
We have given you everything that we can.
It is all right.
We are thankful.
Yes.
I will spend time in the pleasure house, reading up on.
You hear like them repeat again, like this time in Sylvan to each other. Pleasure house?
Wait, there's a pleasure house?
Yes.
Study He has the wrong word.
Great pleasures.
Like smoke, she is gone.
This is place
of
of learning. They look very confused. I don't.
Place of learning.
Oh,
I don't
yes,
understand
the
that
place of
word in
learning.
Sylvan.
He does not know the word.
Yes, pleasure.
Learning. Malevic, you are speaking of a house of prostitution in the language.
I apologize.
You guys didn't have anything like that. They just had a bunch of dusty books.
Wow, you're fast.
I know the city like the back of my hand.
Learning.
Learning, yes, study.
They're very similar. Pleasure and learning.
You can spend the rest of the day how you like. If you want to do some shopping and things, we can do that offline.
I would like to buy an eyeball.
I think what I would do, secretly, is I would go purchase, ask to borrow books, and go bring them into the room where Arcelia is, and maybe it's even outside the door, and I'd read to her.
It's a very beautiful thought, but one of the
But
things,
the book would be upside down.
well, one of the rules,
Adorable.
one of the rules for the place of learning is it's like a
Can't take
like a library. You can't take
I
the
would
books
steal
out.
them.
Okay.
But you could read this very interesting physicist
The one
guide.
about stars. Can I
Okay.
attempt
There's
thievery?
loads of book about astronomy. Yeah, make
It would
a
not be-
They
it would
won't
not
miss one.
make a
They
thievery
won't
check.
miss one of them.
Okay, I'm going to roll that again. I have 2 hero points, and I will continue. Okay, I will roll it again.
No,
I
you
have-
can't.
well, no, I'm
It's
just
only-
kidding.
No,
Yes,
it's
I
only-
can. All right, 13.
Can I assist? Can I assist in the theft? The thievery?
Yeah, sure.
Like smoke, she steals a book from the library.
See how catastrophically wrong this goes. Go ahead and make a
If
thievery
this
roll.
is a nat run, I
Are
won.
we
I
going to
am-
get kicked out of Los Lalua?
Could happen.
They wouldn't give me an eyeball anyway.
We know them, yes.
Okay, a 9 from Karun and a 13 from Malevic.
I'd just be
Malevic,
like,
there is a montage of you trying to steal
Pleasure.
books.
Pleasure.
There's a montage of you trying to steal
like,
books
holding me.
and getting
Whoa.
caught every time. Karun, like, we see like a montage of Karun like inching along the side of a bookcase, like arms spread out, and just trying to like grab whatever possible and like shoves
Just a
down into cleavage, like just
Perfect
trying to-
outline of a black void where no light can escape, but it's very clearly an outline of Kroon.
Yep. And just caught every time. Let's see. One of you, let's say Malevic, since this was your idea. Roll me a D4.
3.
3 hours you try to steal books. Does not
Pleasure.
work.
Learning, pleasure.
You are left with nothing except a wonderfully kind thought. Go read to your friend.
Sad. I walked to the place of wonders, or whatever that place was called.
The place of learning?
No, the odds and ends. That place,
The art store?
No.
Yes.
Calliot?
Because I was like,
No,
if
this
I
is
couldn't get a book.
Calliot's curated collectibles.
Yes.
Yes.
Do they have
Take
an
a hero
eyeball
point
there?
for that, Arash Talk.
Thank you. I spent too much time there to forget it.
I can't
the
read.
beautiful melodies.
I can't read the sign, but I noticed the difference of like how different this store is, and I walk past it sadly and go, and you'll just see a giant smile, and then I just go into the store and I want to get a nice gift.
Sure, you can do that. That's easy. And we'll say that you all sort of can spend some time shopping and whatnot, and doing what you want to do. And we'll say that you get a wonderful night's rest. You're fully rested and
Thanks.
relaxed.
Off. No, I'm just kidding.
And The day dawns. You prepare yourselves to journey to the memory cache as Gentiel and Aleli escort you. And what seems like half of Lalua accompany you to the city's outskirts. And Gentiel says that the route is straightforward. The grotto is just beyond this cavernous entryway. None are certain, amongst those I have spoken with, that there should be any dangers, but we are uncertain. It has been a long time. Go there. Find the gardeners who tend that place. They will help you find Iscariel and retrieve the knowledge we need.